Okay, how to load a totally manual style film camera. All right, so on this camera, I need to get the film into the back of the camera, and it'll show me when I have film in there through this little window right there. On the top here is this piece that we're going to use to open up the back. So where that little white dot is, there's a lever that lifts up like that. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this all the way up. And that's not quite all the way. I'll go a little bit more. That's going to pop that back open just like that. Okay. On some cameras, there's going to be a little button here that you might have to press as you lift this up and pull it up to open up the back, or there might be a lever on the side that has to be pulled over as you pull this up. It makes it a little bit trickier. This is an easy one. All I do is just pull this all the way up, pop that back open. Film is now going to go in on the left-hand side here, be pulled across the back of the camera, and the end piece will get entered into the little groove here on this wheel, and we'll load the film. Okay, as you can see right here is the window for the shutter, and there's the shutter curtain. So this is where the shutter will open up when you make an exposure. Light will hit the film, and then it'll advance and we'll move it over. Okay, here's a roll of film right here. Notice on this film, we have the tongue, this cutout part. This part is going to go over towards the right. All right, so I'm holding this in the position we're going to load this film. Also notice that down on the bottom here, this part protrudes, so that goes on the lower part of the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in on the left-hand side just like that, and it should fit right in. Make sure this part is pulled all the way up if you're having a problem. Once you have that in, let's push this back down, close that, and then pull this film across, and it's going to go over into one of these little slots here. And notice on here there is an arrow that tells you to turn this way. So we're going to go ahead and stick that film right in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this wheel. So I'm going to wheel this towards the left and wheel this around so it pulls the film across the back of the camera, as you can see there. And we don't want to stop here, right? Because I only have half that part in there. It's not holding on tight enough, and there's a chance that this film might come loose as we're taking pictures, and you'll never record what you need to record on the film. So you always want to make sure that you bring this all the way around so we've got a full thickness of film, full height of film around it, such like that. Okay. Once you've done that, go ahead and close the back. Make sure that you hear that click. Right, we can see in here I've got my film. Now I know what film I have loaded in there. I'm going to go ahead and look at the film counter right here. So this will tell you what frame number you're on. And we're just going to need to advance this. And with the lens cap still on here, I'm going to push the shutter button. And I'm going to advance my film. And I need to do this one more time. And as I look down here, I've got to do one more, I think. And we go one more time, and there we are on number 1, and we're ready to shoot.